Two dudes reviewing the news, pop culture, video games, movies, and shoes. Quincy and Justin with a nerdy forecast. So stay a while and welcome to the Ugly Mugs Podcast.
Welcome to the Mugs Podcast. I'm your host, Quincy.
And you're the host, Justin.
We don't have coffees today. Instead, we're doing the glorious dark berry, glorious Dr. Pepper, glorious.
And I also have a good old Arizona Cherry Ricky on the side, just because, I mean, this ain't going to last me through the whole entire cast. But you had just shown me, just before we started, a mod that pits Millennia against all the other bosses.
Yeah.
It would be amazing if she could get grappled. There's one boss that does grapples. He comes in similar to Zangief and does power bombs and shit.
Okay.
And I would like to see Millennia get fucking power bombed once, at least once. You know.
That's not something I've even remotely experienced because I still haven't played any more Elden Ring since my first hour.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean,
so
there's been a lot. There's been a lot of games out and about.
Yeah, there's a lot of games.
There's a lot of games. I went and saw, because I had been spoiled, Multiverse Madness.
Mm-hmm.
I went out of my way on Sunday at 2:03 p.m. I got a spoiler. I'm not going to name names. You know who the hell you are, and I swear to God, you don't need to be in any form of publicity. But looking at that spoiler, I said, I need to see this movie. I went and saw a matinee, put it on my credit card, and I did not care.
So, of all the spoilers you could have gotten, we're not gonna spoil anything.
Oh, no.
Of all the spoilers you could have gotten, you could have gotten spoilers about character arcs, deaths, post-credit scenes, anything. Cameos.
Yes.
This was the one fucking thing I didn't want spoiled for you. This was the thing that when I saw it, I was like, Justin has to see this movie, and that's why I texted you. It was like, you've got to see Multiverse of Madness. Was this one fucking thing you got spoiled on? That was it. That was the thing that I was like, Justin's got to see this movie.
Yeah, and you know I would have been out of my seat.
Yeah.
You know I would have.
I mean, I was
almost there.
In awe the entire time.
Everybody played their part. Very good music. Got chills twice.
Danny Elfman.
Got chills twice. Didn't really pull at the heartstrings, but it was a good movie. I give it a stern 9 out of 10. The reason why it's not a full 10 out of 10, I'll explain after the cast.
Okay.
Because there is one major thing that made me a little... but I also beat... Go over to the other scene. A video game! I finally beat Remnant from the Ashes. Kind of a lackluster ending, but this is one of Focus's actual, true ventures into this territory. Very fucking weird. Very fucking weird game. Good, very fun, very hard, especially if you have more than one person. But, good game. Very good game. I would have went into the DLC, but alas, it just left Game Pass on the 15th. So, that stinks.
Might still have the Game Pass deal for a couple days. Don't know how long it lasts.
Nah, I'll be okay. I beat it. I'm good at calling it on that, considering I just started up on The Surge, which apparently you did not own. I thought you did, but I bought it for $4.49.
I went on my Xbox. I was going to download it after the podcast. I was going to go and download it and check it out. I was like, this isn't even in my library. I don't understand why everything's saying I own this game when I don't own this fucking game.
Yeah, I bought it $4.49. So yeah. Hooray! I also watched 5 episodes of Our Flag Means Death, which Taika Waititi direct/produced.
So he's also in it.
He's also in it as Blackbeard. Good fucking show.
Okay.
The first 2 episodes wasn't really, encapsulating me, but Sox was like, well, episode 2 ends on kind of a cliffhanger. At least watch the 3rd episode. And we wound up watching 3, 4, and 5 in that sitting.
Is that Martin Freeman in the middle?
Huh?
Is that Martin Freeman in the middle?
Yes. No. Looks like him, but no.
Yeah, it does look like him.
No. Very good cast. Very funny. It is the story of Deed Bonnet. Deed Bonnet.
Okay.
Who is known as the English individual who becomes a pirate. And of course, you wouldn't think of a nobleman becoming a pirate. And then it's kind of his story, and then running into Blackbeard, the scourge of the seven seas.
Okay.
Who is played by Taika Waititi.
Fun fact: Blackbeard was a real pirate?
Yes.
And do you know why he was called Blackbeard?
No.
He would take the wicks that you would light to, like the things you'd light that you'd carry around to light off the cannons.
Oh, cannons? Okay.
And he would light them and twine them into his beard, so that when he would board ships, his beard billowed black smoke.
Okay, so okay, they touch on that a little bit.
And do you know how he died in real life?
I assume smoke inhalation.
Keel-hauled and shot. They do it in spoilers for a show. They do it in Black Sails.
Oh,
because he's in it. But they made it even more of an intense scene because they keel-haul him like 3 times before he's still alive, and then they shoot him.
Oh,
yeah,
as one does.
In real life, I think he was just keel-hauled the one time and then shot. Because I don't know that a person would survive 3 times of that.
Oh man, you're right. This is a treasure to have. It is delicious.
This is the second 12-pack. Because I'm able to find it at Walmart now.
I'm glad that you're able to find it. Yeah.
No more special trips. I'm also finding it in the bottle at gas stations now.
Oh, good. 5 out of the 10 episodes that are out. It just finished the entire first season, so we're gonna hopefully finish it up, and I'm loving it. I'm loving the shit out of it.
There's some good stuff coming out of HBO Max.
Yeah. HBO Max seems to be the one that I keep leaning toward. If ever I'm like, I want to watch something, HBO Max I slide over to, because they also have the Turner Classic Movie stuff. Mm-hmm. So then, of course, I would pop on like fucking Gone in 60 Seconds, for Christ's sake.
Which blows my mind that that's on TCM.
Yeah, but then you realize that it's
almost my age?
1998?
Okay, so I'm a little older than that movie, and that movie is considered a classic now. So.
Yeah, it really does baffle the mind. But, I mean, I put that on in the background while I was writing out my next campaign idea, which is a high school. So,
interesting.
We're going to be wrapping the second act for my current campaign. Everyone's real excited because it's a big fight. Big fight.
Lots of death. Lots of death.
I'm not hoping for it, but if it happens,
everybody dead.
Everybody die. Not gonna lie or sugarcoat it. Not gonna go beating around the bush. There was a mass shooting in Buffalo, New York.
Yep.
And with that, Bungie pushed something a little bit more forward and said that Black lives of course matter, and they do. But now there is a pin and an emblem that you can purchase for $15 through their website, and all the profits, everything, is going to the Southern Poverty Law Center, a charity whose work includes monitoring hate groups and other extremists throughout the United States and exposes their activities to the public, the media, and law enforcement, just so that way these problems can and will be heard. Because racial injustice, we don't like that. We're not a big fan of that.
No, not fun with that.
No. Especially with the needlessness that was Buffalo, New York.
Mm-hmm. Well, needlessness in all these things always.
Oh, yes, but the continuing problems. Yeah. I do like the little insignia. It's a nice one. It's very similar to their Pride one, but this one does have their solidarity for it. So, good. I like mobile games. You like mobile games.
I've given up on new mobile games for the most part.
Fair enough. I've added a couple. I play Dislight now, and it's fine. But one really caught the attention by the makers of Genshin Impact, and it's very stylish, and I really do enjoy it. ZZZ, also known as Zenless Zone Zero, gives a little bit of Persona meets Devil May Cry.
Okay.
And I'm here for that. The music was good. The art style and direction on point. Very nice, flowy. gets a thumbs up, and I'm excited to see more. I signed up for the early access beta for it, and hopefully I get into it.
I feel like this would be Zoro's favorite game.
Well, he only does one Z, so I don't. Which one do we think would be Zenless, Zone, or Zero? Oh, Zero. Oh, Zoro, Zero. Oh.
I was just saying he likes Z's.
Yeah,
he may only do the one, but he's very fond of the Z's.
He's very fond of the Z's. As one does. This one caught me by surprise. You hit me with it. And I will admit, I've only played one round of it. Smite. I played Smite once. I played as Raw, and the voice actor for Raw was very interesting. I like Slipknot. Never would I have thought to combine Slipknot and Smite. But it exists. I did my time, and I won out. Corey Taylor has
It's just
to
the
like
beginning of Chop Suey on repeat.
Yeah, sure. I mean, wrong band, but sure.
Wait, am I getting the bands mixed up?
Yeah, Chop Suey is System of a Down.
System of a Down. Damn. I screwed that up. My bad.
But I might pop back in because I really like Slipknot.
So now I'm wondering, because now I don't remember.
What?
And now I'm thinking I got things so confused. Which one of them did a song for Nazi zombies for Call of Duty? Was that Slipknot or was that System of a Down?
Neither.
No.
Well, up until the last two maps, neither.
Not the original maps.
Because I know Avenged Sevenfold did.
Was it Avenged Sevenfold?
Avenged Sevenfold did.
Which one? Okay, was Avenged Sevenfold the Moon?
Yes.
Who did the theater? Was that also Avenged Sevenfold?
No, that was the girly, because fucking Coderbutt would always play that fucking song.
Okay, Avenged Sevenfold did the zombie songs. No, it was the Trenches, the trench map. I'm not talking...
Origin?
Which trench map are you talking about?
Was it Origin? Hold on, let's go. Nazi zombies music. Let's go with that. Okay, Lullaby for a Dead Man. The one...
Okay, yeah, I think 115 might be the one that was on the
115.
moon.
Let's see.
That doesn't have
115.
Okay, so the one I'm trying to figure out is the theater. I don't remember what the theater map was called, though.
Kino der Toten. So let's go. Kino der Toten.
Was it pink? No, it wasn't pink. There's no way it was pink. I
love
pink. I'm not saying anything
was,
against it. I just don't think it was.
So it was 115. So
okay, so 115 was the
Kino
theater.
Yes.
Okay, so it was
Trenchant. No, wait a minute. Avenged Sevenfold was... No, that's not right. That's not right at all. Avenged Sevenfold. I think it might have been the actors. The actors one.
Call of the Dead?
Call of the Dead, I think.
Which
Not Ready
you're talking
to
the
Die.
one with you're talking what, feature on the moon zombie map.
Yeah, hold on. Oh, they were in okay. So they did multiple.
Yeah, but you got to remember that the maps have been in multiple games.
Right, but different songs. Hold on. So Not Ready to Die for Call of the Dead in Call of Duty Black Ops.
Okay, yeah. So Call of the Dead's the one with the actors. That's the one with Machete, Buffy, Freddy, George A. Romero, and Michael Rooker. I don't know what character he's supposed to be.
Yeah. Okay. And their song Nightmare, while not composed for the game, was also featured in the map Moon.
Okay, so they were Moon. Okay.
And then in Black Ops 2, they did Carry On for the post-credit scene, so that was that. And then their song was used as the Easter egg song for Transit, which was the... before being replaced by the song Carrion. A short version of Shepherd of Fire can be heard in the intro cutscene of the map Origins.
Okay, there's
the
Origins.
full version of the Easter egg with the 3 radios. So they've been in pretty much every game.
Yeah.
Well,
so then
Black
who's
Ops.
the... Okay, so they mentioned... We saw that Trenchant 115 was the theater, but was that the Easter egg song in the theater, or was that a song that was just played in the theater? I mean, the Easter egg song being the one where you have to find all the radios. I would assume it would probably be the same. So then do me a favor.
Yes.
Just check both System of a Down and Slipknot, because now I'm wondering
For
why for Call
zombies?
of Duty.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, see if maybe that they did something at some point, and that's what screwed me up.
Let's see, zombies. Nope, that's fan. Dare Rise to Kino. No, all this is nope. Okay.
Just search Call of Duty. See if they did a Call of Duty thing at any point, and that's what's screwing me up. Well, no, I meant Slipknot Call of Duty.
Oh, okay.
So that maybe that's what's fucking me up. Dead Memories for Call of Duty 5.
No.
No? Okay.
'Cause look at the year. Slaying with Slipknot and Call of Duty Cold War.
Okay, Slipknot video game soundtracks. That'll help us.
Oh boy, this is going to give us a lot.
I don't think it's going to give nearly as many as you're thinking. Yeah,
Okay,
see?
here we go. So
no, they never did Call of Duty. Okay.
no. Okay, so then you want System of a Down?
Yeah.
Oogie.
Because now I'm just... I mean, we're talking about...
Thank you, Socks. Okay.
Full Easter egg song list. Okay.
Okay. There's the Avenged Sevenfold. The Call of... Okay. Kevin. Nightmare.
Okay, so Moon had 4 different songs? Holy shit.
Rusty Cage by Johnny Cash.
I did not... Mob of the Dead, that's Alcatraz. Yeah.
Yeah. Motorhead, Ace of Spades. Mad Hatter. Drowning. No.
Okay. Weird.
Skrillex. Yeah, I had Transit. Yeah, no.
I could have sworn
Eminem
at
with
some
Pink.
point.
That the Won't Back Down. With,
so
in
there's...
the President one.
Yeah, there's your Pink one. It was Won't Back Down. It was the
Yeah.
CIA White House level.
Yeah. Because you won't back down. Yeah, okay. Well,
All right. I could have sworn they had something to do with Call of Duty at one point.
Let me close out of that this way.
Yeah, the Mr. President map.
But I'm probably gonna hop into Smite now just so that I can take a look at it because there's there's always been a lot of like crossovers because the last one that I recall was Rambo.
Yeah.
And I was like, I mean, and then before that there was another one that caught the eye. I don't remember what it was though, but I was like, I mean, that's cool. But speaking of that's cool and all these crossovers, Multiverses got another trailer and more characters added to their ever-growing roster. And more interesting ones.
Okay,
not in a bad way, but it's interesting.
I can break almost all this down. So we got Finn the dog, Jake the human.
Jake the human.
Yeah. Taz, Velma, Harley Quinn, Tom and Jerry, Wonder Woman. You know how to say her name and I don't. Garnet. Superman, Batman, Bugs Bunny, the Iron Giant. What's this one right here?
Arya Stark.
Okay, yeah, that one's weird to me, Game of Thrones. Shaggy, Steven Universe, and the one on the end, I don't know what it's from, but it's Antler Dog, I think, or something like that.
Antler Dog. Yeah, I don't
know what it's from.
Yeah. Is anyone... Nope, I'm not going to check the comments because I worry about the comments.
Socks, while you're simping for Velma in the chat, go check out the first kind of odd and weirdly sexual image they dropped for the new Velma show for HBO Max.
Very strange.
No Scooby-Doo, none of the gang. It's purely Velma.
Yeah. Okay, she's gonna look at that. They had a nice trailer showcasing their voice actors doing their voice actor thing and basically having them feud over a messed up sandwich.
What do you think the statue in the background is?
It looks like Wonder Woman.
Why have a statue of Wonder Woman? We already have Wonder Woman.
I don't know. Maybe because this is her
Bottled
land.
City of Kendor.
Yeah.
I think that's not Bottled City of... what is it
Amazonia?
called? No. That looks like a bottled city, so it looks like what Brainiac does, and there's a specific one.
I don't know.
The last of the Kryptonians, essentially. Before Krypton was destroyed, Brainiac went and did what he likes to do. And he bottled up a city. So there's a city of Kryptonians that's in a bottle, and that's what that looks like.
Okay, all right, sure. I'm not feuding it.
It's gonna bug me.
That's fine. Let it bug you, but I don't know. You're saying it to me like, oh, okay, that's interesting. But I mean, it's probably a statue of her because it does look like her.
Yeah, Kendor. I was right. Okay. So that's what I'm saying. That if that is her, then that back there is probably the bottled city of Kendor, which is a Superman reference.
So then it makes sense.
Yeah. So
okay.
It's probably the maps you're gonna find it.
Yeah. But looks good. But Dead by Daylight. You like it?
I do.
I'm neutral to it. And Attack on Titan did a a little bit of a strange handshake. I don't know if this is actual. Like, I don't know if this individual is working on it, but skins for a couple of the people, Dwight, Zarina, and the Oni.
So my whole thing is I'm gonna be a regular sized Titan. That seems weird.
Well, I like the design personally.
Yeah. So speaking of Dead by Daylight, I am wearing my Friday the 13th shirt today and my Friday the 13th hat today. For Friday the 13th, just a couple days ago, I decided to jump on the Friday the 13th game.
Okay.
Launch a map, or launch a game, no one was on, backed out, launched again, immediately linked up with an entire party. Fucking awesome. Go in, almost immediately get killed by Jason because I suck at playing a counselor. Fine. Next match launches, and I'm like, let me be Jason, let me be Jason, let me be Jason. I get to be Jason.
Okay.
I come in. I'm all Jasoned up. I'm ready. I'm whipping a dude with throwing knives. I get him and take him out. The other person on his team's like kind of run around the car to stay away from me and whatnot. And I do the Jason thing where I like essentially heighten my senses and whatnot. And then it bugs out and I can't interact with anything and I stop being able to move and it fucking crashes and kicks me. And I'm like, happy Friday the 13th.
Happy Friday the 13th.
Dead by Daylight's fun. An Attack on Titan set. That sounds interesting.
Yeah. Now, would you date any of them?
Probably not. So this is weird. Is this a whole new game?
Yes. So, good news. From
Good
the
news?
Yeah, well, I mean, some people
It's
want
news.
it. Let's put it like this. This is wanted. This is wanted. So, by the guys who did the KFC dating sim, you now have a Dead by Daylight dating sim. That looks pretty good.
I can't ignore the chat.
Yeah.
Chat says, would you say the Friday the 13th game is sink or swim?
Yeah.
And then said, I can confirm I want it, talking about the dating sim.
Yeah, and I mean, the spirit does, everything looks fine. And then the wraith looks interesting.
Yeah, the Huntress they made like super buff.
I mean, she is buff.
Yeah. I just always kind of pictured the Huntress was just big. I never thought that underneath that the Huntress was ripped.
Ripped? Oh,
You know?
come on. But
I spend most of the game looking out the eyes of these people because I don't play Survivors.
fair enough.
So I suck at the Survivor portions of games like these.
Yeah.
It's like I want the Predator one, but I'm just like I'm gonna have to be the Predator all the time.
Yeah. But buff man. And then
I think they went a little far on the Trapper's buffness. He's not that buff.
yeah, they may have accentuated some of these things, but then you got the spirit, and then that's all that's really plugged for right now. But hopefully, as it goes on, go and check out the narrator. Also, Hooked by BHVR is their @handle. If you want to go check out their thing for coming up in summer. Hopefully they'll have more updates.
So, what do you ever play dating sims? Like, there's one right now on Game Pass.
I did a couple.
The one on
there's
Game
a
Pass
couple.
is like you're dating your weapons.
Yeah,
that you got.
Boyfriend Dungeon.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple. Oh, there's only 4? Oh, I thought everyone else was going to be a part of it.
They might have troubles licensing, you trying to have sex with Michael Myers.
Well, that one probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just putting that out there.
From passionate true love to platonic friendship to bitter loathing. Just like real dating. Yeah. Yeah.
This is wild.
This is pretty wild.
This is one of those games, not this game, but Dead by Daylight.
Yeah.
It's one of those games that if they ever take it off Game Pass, I'm going to cry and then have to go buy it. I've bought DLCs for it, but I've never bought the game.
Yeah.
I own the Scream Ghostface one.
And didn't you say you got the Resident Evil one?
I got the Resident Evil one. Which is kind of cool because since you go around as Nemesis, you get to do the tentacle whip out of his arm. Which is a nice reach because a lot of times you get the people who are just they're running
They
around in front of you.
lunge and then
Yeah, so you get the nice reach with the tentacle arm.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool.
I watched Socks threw me toward a guy who was playing as Hellraiser. Pinhead, thank you. And,
Daddy Cenobite.
yeah, or I Came.
Okay.
That is what he says.
I mean, you're not wrong.
You open the box. I came.
We came.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
You opened the box. We came.
Oh.
Because it's him and the other Cenobites.
Oh, then the person playing as that person. Oh no. Well, I have a good day, everybody.
So Sock says Pinhead sucks. Are you talking about like in the game?
In the game, yeah. She follows a couple people that actively. She follows a couple people that actively play. And let's get the ASMR.
I go for Ghostface.
Oh yeah, you do, because doesn't he do the fucking like stabbing and then does like a selfie thing with them, or?
I don't remember a selfie.
Hmm.
You know who I want for it is Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Ooh.
I mean, it's basically the Trapper, but I want Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I want Leatherface.
Yeah. But that's Hooked on You, which is a good name for that. That is a very good name.
It is. It is a very good name for it.
Any other gaming things?
I don't think so.
Shoe news. I love Peanuts.
Yes.
I've enjoyed the comic strips since I was able to read. Even before I was able to read, I enjoyed.
I was going to say, because otherwise that's not very long ago.
No, yeah, well, yeah.
I still can't read, so.
Fair enough.
Dyslexic.
But Converse Chucks and good old Woodstock gets a nice little collaboration. It's to be released on the 24th, no price tag, but there's a lot of Woodstocks.
Yep.
That's a lot of Woodstocks. It's hard to really say any more than that because it is all Woodstocks on a Chuck. Mm-hmm. I shan't. Oh, well, that's kind of interesting. On the bottom of the shoe is Charlie Brown's
Squiggle.
a squiggle, the black stripe with the white jaggedness. That's kind of interesting. Okay, there. I've fully explained this shoe. Second set. One of the first animes you said you've seen, which was Astro Boy.
Probably one of the earliest. That and Speed Racer. I mean, we grew up in the 90s, so, Pokemon wasn't far behind all that.
Not until a little bit later.
Yeah, but so, probably the first step into anime was probably Astro Boy and Speed Racer.
Yeah, Speed Racer was mine, and then Akira very shortly afterwards. Because Akira came out only months before my birth, which kind of staggers me a little bit with how good that animation is. It still holds up very well.
Would you consider... So it's not Japanese, so that's one of the things that changes it. Would you consider Samurai Jack to be an anime? I feel like it's an American anime.
It is... It has Japanese people working on it, so I would still consider it such.
Chat immediately said no.
It's not anime just because it must come from there, I would assume. So, I don't know.
I'm saying, would you consider it like an American take on anime?
No.
No?
No. It is a cartoon. It will be a cartoon.
Okay.
So
are you saying that America can't make an anime?
Let's put it like this.
Let's put it like a cartoon?
Let's put it like this. Season 1, Season 2. Season 1, Season 2 are American made. And the more adult version of Season 3, all that was, I would say that's an anime. Because that was hard, gritty animation. Yeah.
So the chat sent a style of Japanese film and television animation typically aimed at adults and as well as children. It's a style, but I still wouldn't count it. So is the simple argument here that because it's not made in Japan, it's not an anime?
Kind of.
Because I don't think all animes are created equal. Just saying that if you look at all the different animes that come out of Japan,
Shin-chan,
things are very different from one to the other.
Well, that's kind of why I was kind of making the argument of Season 1, Season 2 of Samurai Jack cartoon.
Okay.
Final third season anime.
Okay.
Just because it was
the final third season.
Huh?
I still haven't watched the final third season.
Ooh, it's good. It's good. It ends a little rough, but I liked it. but I think I understand it. Okay, that would be a good point. Sox is in the chat. If Samurai Jack was an anime, Danny Phantom would also be considered an anime, which
it does
I wouldn't.
a lot of tropes that are very anime style.
Well, yeah, the shonen thing, the not shonen.
The backgrounds when he's going into action scenes alone.
Okay.
Like, that is very anime style.
Okay, no, I can't. Jake Long. American Dragon. Jake Long. No, I can't include that. I'm sorry. As much as it is
does very
appropriation.
animation style things.
They're
They're anime style things.
It does anime style things, but I can't include it. Avatar: The Last Airbender isn't an anime, at least not to me. I don't know. I guess it's kind of up in the air to what can be considered anime.
I feel like that one does the least out of the examples you just gave. Does the least things that I typically would consider anime.
For Avatar?
Yeah.
Really?
Which
Even
is
though
funny because it comes from a manga.
Yeah.
Because I
mean,
feel
okay.
like, well, animes are very broad and there's a lot of different things, you know. For instance, High School of the Dead is an anime.
Yes.
Fooly Cooley is an anime. They are nothing alike.
And then you throw in something a little more realistic like Hajime no Ippo, which is a boxing anime.
Or Yuri on Ice.
Sure, well, sure.
Yuri on Ice is an anime.
You're right.
It's very realistic, real world shit. There's nothing unreal happens in that. What I'm saying
you're
is
right.
they all kind of share certain things that are very anime.
Yes.
And I don't think Last Airbender has any of those.
Even though it actually comes, I think it comes from a Japanese studio.
Sox says it's a comic, not a manga, and I think I'm going to disagree. And 2 points. 1, manga translates to comic. And 2, I'm pretty sure it's still done in manga style.
Oh. I don't know.
I've never agreed with the manga is not comics. It literally is. It's
it's
Japanese comics.
Yeah, Shonen Jump is a comic compilation, which is a manga compilation, so it's the same thing. I don't know. Pardon me. Drinking a lot of bubbly today. A little bit of bubbly. I am a firm belief of anime is animation. That's just firm. Whether or not it's Japanese American, I am now in my own head trying to argue with myself, trying to say it's a cartoon. But
There you go.
all
There's an Avatar Last Airbender manga.
Wow, from 2006. That's way early. Man, I'm gonna just.
Yeah.
I just want to see. Oh no! Of course not image available. Yeah, but I don't know. We're gonna have our disagreements on this. We're gonna agree to disagree. And there was something else gaming. I thought I moved it over. I'll worry about that in a little bit.
You jerk.
That's me. I thought I moved it. I swear. But I'll do it after the shoe news. But back over to Astro Boy. Astro Boy and Reebok come together to make glow-in-the-dark bait shoes. Bait is the name of this side brand that does very interesting technological stylized shoes. And of course, with the thing that you dislike about Reeboks, which is the pump.
It's just not my style.
I know it's not your style, but you still dislike it.
Yeah.
But it looks good, though. For a pump, it looks good.
The center there not having like any support concerns me.
Really?
Like, look at the center of the shoe. It's got like on the bottom, the sole.
Oh, this.
No, the sole of the shoe, the bottom.
Oh,
That you walk
that.
on. There's no support in the middle.
Oh, yeah.
That's weird. Maybe it adds for a better bend. I don't know. That's weird.
Huh. I don't know, but it comes in 2 different styles, white and black, and both of them glow in the dark. No price tag, as mentioned, but go check them out through Reebok and the Bates website. They do look good, though. Oh, that looks so nice.
Yeah,
with
those are pretty cool.
Astro Boy's blueprints. Oh, that looks so clean.
You know, the funny thing about that one, though, with it being in the glow-in-the-dark where it makes it green and kind of blacks out the rest of it, it just kind of makes it look like a slipper.
Well, this one is a slipper. This one,
it's a slip-on. It's not
Yeah.
a slipper.
Oh, well,
Slipper, like a house shoe.
okay.
You know? Not something you would typically wear out.
Okay, fair enough. And that does look really good. I would wear the white slip-on variant ones, not the black ones.
Ooh, I like the back. Go back up.
Hmm?
Oh, that's good. With the face on the back.
Yeah.
What's your favorite classic anime?
Favorite classic? Probably DBZ, because it's what got me through my school days. Like, as soon as I was done, I would go home, finish up my homework, go right to DBZ.
The fact that DBZ is considered a classic now, it's the Gone 60 Seconds thing all over again.
Yeah, I know, right? Jesus Christ.
I was thinking Astro Boy, Speed Racer, Lupin the Third.
Lupin actually wasn't until a little
Lupin's
later.
in the 70s.
I know, but Lupin didn't come into
Dude,
my...
that's 20 years before we're born.
I know that, but I mean, as far as into my... Like, I didn't see it until later.
I see what you're saying. I'm talking classic as in they are classics, not classic as in they're classic for your timeline of when you watched it.
Okay. I thought you meant, for, like, which one was the one. Okay, if we're going just classic in total, yeah, Lupin was pretty good. The American adaptation wasn't so bad.
Was it the 70s? Now I'm rethinking. Was it the 60s?
It was 70s.
70s?
It was probably 70s. It was very...
That much smoking on TV, it had to be.
Yeah. Fucking the Flintstones promoting Winston cigarettes, man. That's still fucking...
And now they're a vitamin. What is that? That's a full 180.
That's a full 180. It's a retract if I've ever heard one. But continuing in the line of anime, Naruto and Jumpman, the good old Nike, come together to make a very interesting shoe. I can't really put into words on what is going on in the front. Looks like wraps. Looks very Kakashi meets... Oh, what the fuck is his name?
I was thinking it was like a hand wrap.
It does have that hand wrap styling, but at the same time, it looks like the mouth wrap of... Not Haku.
I didn't watch Naruto.
It's first season.
I didn't read Naruto.
Just as soon as they reached the water village and they ran into Zabuza. I remember.
While Shonen Jump was free on Game Pass, I never did anything with Naruto.
Yeah, it looks a little Zabuza.
Or not Shonen Jump. Jump Force.
Jump Force.
Jump Force. That's
Yeah.
What Ugh. I actually didn't hate it. It was interesting. I liked making a character. I liked like the home.
The hub.
The hub. Thank you.
Yeah.
But it was empty.
It was
So empty.
Now, see, I like that too, but then where I had a major issue was Luffy walking up to Goku and saying, "I'm gonna kick your ass," made me go,
Yeah, it makes you wonder who had more control in the writing in that game.
I mean, all of the manga artists love one another. Akira Toriyama loves drawing all the other Shonen Jump main antagonists, or protagonists. Antagonists is evil.
One of the greatest things I've ever heard was I don't know, 10 plus years back,
Okay.
give or take.
Okay.
Might be a little less than that.
Okay.
DC, the way DC Comics runs their stuff, is everyone's working in the office, and you've got the people that are in charge of their comics.
Okay. Yeah.
So, the guy that's working on the Nightwing comics has to go over to the office of the guy that's working on the Batman comics and go, "Hey, what's Batman up to right now? Because I want him to show up in my comic, but if he's off, on the Green Lantern home planet, that ain't gonna make any goddamn sense that he's also in Gotham or Bloodhaven."
He's taking a dump. Leave him alone.
He's indisposed. Socks had a question mark, but didn't.
Oh, that was from before.
Oh, okay.
That was from me trying to remember who the shoe reminded me of.
So, you have to make sure like the character is physically available.
Oh.
Also got to make sure they're not fucking dead. Could you imagine Batman dies in this week's issue of Detective Comics, 6,000,000,008, but he's over having coffee with Dick Grayson and Nightwing the same week. They'd be like, wait a minute. So they have to talk to each other. So the Nightwing guy goes over and asks if he can use Batman. He's like, "Batman available? Can he show up at Nightwing?" He's like, "Oh yeah, sure, he's available." Cut to the Batman guy flipping through the Nightwing comic when it came out and seeing that Batman and Nightwing had a disagreement and Nightwing socked him one in the face.
And then had to write that in later.
Well, no, he didn't have to give him a bruised cheek or anything like that.
No, but
what he decided was, "Oh, I see how it is. Get you back." So he waited a little bit until maybe it was kind of forgotten a little bit, and then went over and was like, "Hey, is Nightwing available?" Okay. So that he could have Batman bitch slap a Nightwing back.
This is for last Tuesday.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's what you made me think of with when you're talking about all the manga writers like each other and whatnot. So it was like one of those things of like they're all friends, but it's like, oh, I owe you one now. All right, you know.
Yeah. The guy who did One Punch and Akira Toriyama did a crossover where Vegeta versus Saitama, One Punch Man. And Saitama is going in for his disastrous one punch. And Vegeta goes, oh, wait a minute. Oh, no. And he barely dodges out of the way from it and goes, I could have gotten fucking rocked. I need to become stronger. And this is pre Super Saiyan. So he's like, you are the staple of what I need to defeat. And he says, and Saitama is always like, yeah, I'm down. Whenever you want that rematch. And I'm like, that is a good collaboration.
Here's the little animated thing that a fan did where it's Goku gets all the Dragon Balls together. So the dragon shows up. Whose name I can't remember.
Shenron.
Shenron shows up. And he's like, oh, Goku, what's your one wish? And he's like, well, see, Vegeta's getting ready to reach my power level, so I was thinking you could up me a bit. And he's like, you're such a dickhead. Yeah, I know. So he ups him again. And so when Vegeta's like, I finally hit Super Saiyan, or whatever version they're at that point of the fan thing, he's like, oh, well, I'm here now. Yeah. This is where I'm at. And just Vegeta just...
You son of a bitch. He keeps hitting me in the dick.
Wow. He kept hitting you in the dick a lot.
If you haven't seen Dragon Ball Z Abridged, go take a look at that. That is a good collaboration. And Akira Toriyama actually gave a good thumbs up.
Things like that and Metal Gear Awesome was like the pinnacle of the internet. And everything else has been shit.
Hellsing Abridged and Sword Art Online Abridged have kept up with it. Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged,
How can you make Yu-Gi-Oh! Good?
I mean...
I never got into it.
It's not bad. There have been a few episodes that, maybe go haha, but it's not as good, not as solid as Hellsing Abridged or DBZ Abridged.
If I could go the rest of my life without ever hearing someone mention a Blue Eyes White Dragon again, I would be so happy.
There was a TikTok I just saw, but okay. And finally, on the shoe news, just a really interesting box. It caught my attention, and I just kind of want to talk about it. Kind of gives me a Moon Knight-y feel with a little bit of...
it's a samurai.
Yeah, samurai-ish. So another set of Jumpmans, the original 23s, but done up in a more artsy, stylish one.
Yeah, it's like a samurai wrap for their what they would wrap with their shoes and whatnot, and it's like the tongue's like the texture of their chest fabrics or something. It's really interesting looking.
Yeah. And this one I believe is going to be released for $225. And I believe it's only in Japan. And if you were going to buy it through the Nike sneakers website, it's an import. So that's probably why you're also paying that little extra.
Another reason to go to Japan, I guess.
I would love
samurai
to go there.
I want to go to Tower Records.
The funny thing, and just before we go back over to gaming news, Sox had said something in chat. You don't think you'd have a change of heart about the Blue Eyes White Dragon. Now, the reason why she put change of heart in quotations... After, I think it's 17 years, they finally unbanned that card from tournament play. Change of heart.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that flew over my head.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I gotta explain that one. I have to.
You would have had better luck making a Pokemon card joke to me. And that shit flies over my head. I never got... I had Pokemon cards, and I played with them for a bit when I was a kid, but I never got super big into the trading card games. Yeah. It just wasn't my thing.
I got Yu-Gi-Oh!, and then it was a little bit of Magic, and then it was Hearthstone, and then back over to Magic, and now I'm kind of...
Do you remember when they tried to do Harry Potter? I still have some of those cards.
Harry Potter. Oh, that's right. Yeah. I recall. I think I gave Lauren all mine. what little we had. I did Digimon for the short time. And it was just for collection purposes. The numbers really confused me.
Pokemon or Digimon?
Pokemon. There was Digimon had cooler designs.
Badass song.
Badass song. I mean, well, now when you look at the anime, I like the current run anime opening. Oh, come on, Code.
Sound like a fucking demon. And I was like, what the hell? I got goosebumps. I was like, the fucking computer's going to take me to the 9th level of hell.
Yeah. It does that when it gets a little roasty toasty. It should be okay. Back over to gaming, though. I'm going to talk about the coming soon. We already talked about last week about the things that dropped. This week, we got a lot of shit that's dropped. Or this month, we got a lot of shit that's dropping. Over on the cloud, Skate's moving over. But now everything else is brand new releases. Farming Simulator 22, Floppy Nights, which you do battle with floppy disks.
Yeah.
And it's made by the guys who did
You skipped
Dice.
Skate.
Huh?
You skipped Skate.
No, I didn't. I said that's moving to cloud.
Oh, moving to cloud. Okay. I heard cloud, and I thought we were talking about something else. My bad.
Did you just ADD on a guy who with ADHD?
Yep.
Wow. But Floppy Nights is the guy who by the guys who do Dicey something. That also just dropped on Game Pass about a couple months back. Something that you were excited for. Dicey Dungeons, thank you.
Oh, okay, I remember that one now.
Jurassic World Evolutions 2, which you put an hour into, I believe you said?
About 2 hours.
About 2 hours?
Yeah.
Wait, how are you liking it so far?
It's interesting. So
is it same but different, or
it's
same but better?
same but different. I think some things are better, but I think some things are worse. But that being said, I'm playing the campaign, and I don't know how sandbox and challenge mode is going to work. Sandbox and challenge mode could have those things that I say aren't, the ones that aren't better, could potentially be better in sandbox and challenge. So it takes place after the events of Fallen Kingdom.
Oh!
So you're going around, at least for the campaign, you're going around and catching the dinosaurs in Washington and Pennsylvania.
Okay,
and
the
Arizona
runaways.
desert. Yeah, and
Okay.
you're building small
Enclosures.
enclosures for them and whatnot. The mission I just got to in the campaign is going to introduce me to the aviaries, because this one brings in aviaries and also brings in aquatic dinosaurs.
Oh, nice.
So it'll actually be a thing where your guests, which is going to be, that's another thing. It's going to be this thing that lowers down so they can see through the sides of the tanks and see the swimming dinosaurs and whatnot.
Oh, nice.
Now, that's the interesting thing is right now, there is no park. You're part of the Wildlife Foundation, where you're going and catching all these runaways and putting them in encampments and protecting them and, dealing with the fact that, some of them are pissed off because poachers tried catching them and they ate the poachers. Things like that.
Fair enough.
So it'll be really interesting to see if eventually you do get to a point of doing a park, or if that's just going to be sandbox challenge mode is going back to making parks. But it's interesting. So, like, when you're in Washington, it's like snowing and shit. They did add more things for the environment. So now it's not just I need forest or grassland and
Now
I need a certain amount of space. Some of them are like, I need sand. And so you have to put a bunch of sand in the enclosure.
Enclosures. Okay.
Some of them require live food, not just the plate of meat. They need to hunt a goat.
Okay.
So it's interesting so far. One of the really interesting things is it's no longer just pay to have the research done. It'll take however long it takes. You actually hire scientists who have different skill levels, and you can train them to an extent and whatnot. And sometimes you're going to have to fire a scientist because you need a scientist that's better, or you see one that's better. And you send them to, you have them do the research, and then you have to have them take rests because they're overworked. Some interesting stuff. Like I said, I haven't finished the campaign yet, but where I'm at, it's interesting.
All right. Something that you said, and I quote, "Fuck me up,"
Yep.
which is Pac-Man Museum Plus. He likes his Pac-Man because he always has Pac-Man fever. Umurangi Chronicles, I am unsure of what that is. I saw it on the just launched page. I believe it involves taking pictures, so it's a little bit of like Jet Set Radio, but with picture taking. And it caught my attention, but not hard enough to play it. Little Witch in the Woods. I played it for about an hour. Said it wasn't my cup of tea, but it is very pixelated, very cutesy.
What's the concept for the playstyle? What is this?
For which one?
Witch in the Woods.
It starts off as a little bit of storytelling meets kind of detective-y, to tell the truth. It feels a little Phoenix Wright, where you're asking about your shoes, and there's you're about to reach a city that has a practical joke they play on travelers, on tourists, where you have to take off your shoes as soon as you land.
Okay.
And she goes around and asks the individuals, hey, do we need to do this? Is this a thing that we need to do, or is this just urban legend, or what is it? And one of the individuals on the train is a ex-soldier that pretty much goes, oh yeah, I remember I fell for this. It was a practical joke, and you don't have to, but I fell for it, and it was entertaining, and so of course her and her talking hat kind of have a discussion about that. And then the train breaks down, you find a witch's hut. That's where pretty much it all starts.
The shoe thing just makes me think of the line from Lilo and Stitch. He will look for the biggest city that he can find to destroy and steal everybody's left shoe.
Okay.
Which, as a kid, I asked my mom why the left shoe, and she goes, because you can't have a pair. And I'm like, you can't have a pair without the right one either. Why specifically the left? As a kid, I thought there was a lot of emphasis on the fact that it's the left shoe.
Yeah, I don't know. But Sniper Elite 5, I only played Sniper Elite 1 and 2. I've never really played any of the other ones.
When you say 1, are you talking the old PC one?
Yeah.
Yeah, because 2 was just called Sniper Elite V2, and a lot of people just thought of Sniper Elite because the way they did it. So I was curious because I've never actually played 1. Okay. I've only ever played V2, so I didn't know if you'd actually played that one or not. So
I think V2 is the one that I
V2 is the one that hit consoles.
Yes.
The original one is the PC only.
Right, but both of those were on PC because that's where I initially played them. But 5 looks like it might be fun. I think I played maybe an ounce of, I think it's 4 Africa. Was it 3 Africa or 4 Africa?
3's Africa, 4's Italy.
Okay, then I did 3. I did not do 4.
So I've played V2, which is a lot of fun.
Yes. I
played Africa, which was okay.
I remember like having to actually stress over my position.
Yeah, I think what the big problem with Africa was a lot of it was a little too open. Mm-hmm. Which they kind of fixed with the Italy map a bit, but I feel like there's been something up with these games ever since the second one where they're like, because they're like, you need to cover up the sound of your shots and yada, yada, yada.
Yeah.
I feel like they've led way too much into that, and it's gotten real freaking hard to cover up the sound of your shots that I kind of stopped being an assassin, or not an assassin, sniper. I just kind of become an assassin, go around and shoot everybody with my silenced pistol, because it's easier than doing the sniper thing. Yeah. However, with Sniper Elite 5, this is at launch. And so right now, they went through and they dropped a video of all of the X-ray kills.
Oh,
yeah.
That's one of the major things that I really just enjoy from the guys who work on Sniper Elite. I forget the name of their studio.
I don't remember.
But in short, I enjoy them. Cricket, I'm not a big fan, but some people out there enjoy it. I know one of the people on my friends list does enjoy Cricket, so they'll probably enjoy this game. Hard Space Shipbreaker. I don't know jack about it, but glad it's there. I see a puppy paw on his helmet. I'll take a peek at it when I get home. Something that I played a little bit ago, Her Story. That is the name of this game, called Her Story.
Mm-hmm.
Where you take a suspect and you begin to go through video files. Mm-hmm. And you begin to dissect where the inconsistencies are. And then you begin to really dig in, and you begin to wonder, what is her story? I liked it. I liked it a lot.
So it's kind of like because it's acted. It's kind of like that one we talked a while back of Who Pressed Pause on Uncle something.
Yeah.
Back to Sniper Elite real quick.
Oh.
I looked it up because I couldn't read it. This
Gorilla?
one's France.
France? Okay.
So we've done Germany. I don't know what one was. But V2 is Germany.
Yeah, one I think is the assault on Normandy and so on. 2 is actual Germany. 3 is Africa, 4 is Italy, 5 is France.
So,
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I hope we hit Russia soon. I would like to hit Russia. Maybe. Well, I think one
fully occupied. That's the thing.
Well, I think one kind of brushed around Russia, if I recall. It's been a long ass time since I played one, but. And then last but not least, Vampire Survivors.
I asked Sean about this because I'd seen it. He says it's kind of Castlevania. It's difficult.
Okay, I've been messing around with a Castlevania style game, and I haven't gotten too big into it, but.
I mean, I see you like to play Castlevania.
Ah, you like to play Castlevania. Ba-doop. So we just watched, well, he just watched, I already watched, the trailer for She-Hulk, which is #1 on trending right now.
I think it is She-Hulk Attorney at Law. I think that's what they're going with the full name on it.
Sure. It's Harvey Birdman.
Attorney at Law.
Attorney at Law. Good trailer. People are complaining about the
CGI.
CG, and it's fine.
I saw one scene that looks a little wonky, and even that I was just kind of like, that's fine.
Yeah, it's bubbly.
I see people saying it's 2002 CGI, and I'm like, the funny thing is y'all are forgetting that, around that time we had shit like The Matrix.
And Treasure Planet.
Well, that's full CG animation.
Right, but I'm just saying, we had that, which was a beautiful marvel. But, statement stands. It's not the Scorpion King bad. We will never, I hope we will never have CG that bad.
The funny thing, have you ever actually watched the Scorpion King movie?
Yes.
Okay, and that's not it at all.
No, but
it's just a movie about a fucking warrior. But that Scorpion King weird Easter egg in Mummy Returns, that was fucking bad and random and just not needed.
I mean, yeah, no. But I'm excited for She-Hulk, Attorney at Law. Hopefully we get to see good old Matt Murdock going either with or against her, because doesn't Matt also join the superhero criminal, what do they call it, defense team?
Whatever it's called. Probably. Makes sense.
I would like to see him.
I've only read so much Daredevil. But now here's my thing.
One thing from She-Hulk, that's it.
Where I want Matt is not there. Don't get me wrong, lawyer is a very big, important part of Matt, and maybe we can have some fun crossovers with him and She-Hulk, and I think it'll be good. But where I want Matt is that team up with Moon Knight.
Oh, yeah. Oh, fuck yeah.
Shadowlands, that's where I want Matt. I want Matt and Moon Knight to get together, and then we'll throw in Punisher or a couple other people, and we'll do Shadowlands. That's the team up.
I mean, we're getting Werewolf by Night, some win.
Yeah, supposedly. I saw that image show up too, and I was like, is that announced?
It is announced.
Okay.
But it's a TBD,
TBD,
one of the two, because no cast. It has nothing.
Yeah.
So
they got a lot of irons in the fire.
Right. It's just. But this trailer was very fun.
Yeah.
The very last scene did get an audible haha out of me.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
It's a little risque also for Disney Plus.
It is a little risque.
Which I was like, oh, nice.
Yeah.
I'm just hoping that, I could be wrong, but I remember She-Hulk always being in She-Hulk form.
Well, that's, I mean, it might have, as I probably pointed out, it kind of seems like it transitions to that.
Yeah, where she becomes comfortable being She-Hulk all the time or something. I'm not entirely sure.
It's not easy being green.
We're back to Smart Hulk with this, which is interesting because we saw him at the cutscene in another movie as Banner again.
Did we?
Yeah. I don't remember if it was Shang-Chi or if it was... No, it wouldn't be Black Widow because that cutscene was...
I did not see... Yeah, I did not see Black Widow.
You didn't see Black Widow?
Yeah.
You need to watch it before you watch Hawkeye.
Oh, okay. So that'll be the next on my cut then. Okay.
I think it's the Shang-Chi post-credits scene. We see a couple people talking, and we get a hologram of Banner because they're doing the fucking Star Wars, we're having a meeting in holograms bullshit, and he's Banner, and his arm's in a sling.
Yeah, yeah. And in this trailer, he's fine.
Yeah, his arm's fine again, but he's Smart Hulk again, which is interesting. So,
wait a minute. What if this takes place during the blip? Because it's obviously pre-snap.
And why would it be pre-snap? Why is it obviously pre-snap? Because his arm.
I'm not saying obviously. I'm just saying it might be because of the arm. How do we know that his arm isn't still FUD?
No, it can't be because we've got Tim Roth Abomination in the cell that we see Wong throw him into after defeating him in Shang-Chi, which is post second snap even.
Yeah, okay.
Interesting. Maybe they'll touch on it. Maybe they'll talk about how he's going from Banner to Smart Hulk and why he's going from Banner to Smart Hulk. And I'm wondering if that's going to be the thing. Like, maybe as Smart Hulk, he can't handle shit right, and that's why he's training She-Hulk, because he's like, someone's got to take down Abomination because I can't do it anymore. Because Banner's not a fighter.
Either that or she can't handle herself.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Because in the trailer, she's going through Tinder.
I can't believe they fucking had Tinder.
Yeah, and right, not risque, suggestive. That's probably the more proper word.
This is the best date I've been on. Really? And then the carrying.
Yeah.
Plenty of nerd guys though are like, yeah. So
muscles. Nope.
What's funny is I'm not hearing the pop off that we had about the Mighty Thor. Where's the pop off for She-Hulk like Mighty Thor had? Everyone's seeing Mighty Thor's muscles. They're like, ooh, Natalie. So,
Carl.
Yeah, we do. We talked about that.
What?
Chat says we love a big buff lady. To be honest, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because she's green. That's right.
It's because I'm green.
Yeah. But Quincy did a little bit of a leap up when they were like, "Oh, original the She-Hulk costume, nice."
Yeah, we get or not. I don't know if original's right, but I mean it's at least like a fucking 10-year-old plus costume from what I can remember. This costume here.
Yeah.
I remember seeing this on covers years ago.
Yeah.
So it's cool that they actually got her in it.
Yeah.
So.
And I'm very happy. I have no problem with it. The CG, no problem. What she is aiming to do, Abomination, none of it seems to have a problem. And just the fact that Bruce Banner and a good old bag of ruffles is going to be a part of it, once again, no problem. I just worry that it's going to do the same thing that Moon Knight did, excite for the first 3 and kind of bum me out in the finish.
Why exactly were you bummed out in the finish?
Because it left so much up in the air.
That's how TV shows work, though.
Okay. With, let's say, Disenchanted, I finished that first season, and I felt like they could have ended there, but of course I already knew, hey, a small cliffhanger that could keep it going. It wasn't 3 questions that I really wanted the answer to.
That's a terrible example. Here's my reasoning. Hold on. Here's my reasoning.
Okay.
Disenchanted didn't know if they were going to get another season.
That's
You're making a MCU project. You know the MCU's not done.
Okay.
You know?
I know. I'm trying to find a good analogy here.
I'm just saying they have more freedom to leave more cliffhangers because they know there's going to be more MCU.
Firefly. I know that's not fair, but it's the most accurate I can throw.
He didn't know he was going to get that fucked, but I get it. So a weird thing. So now that all this stuff, we don't talk politics, but I've recently heard this. So you know how recently a lot of stuff's come out about Joss Whedon, right?
Yes.
Because of the filming of Justice League and whatnot.
Yep.
People have pointed out that Firefly is basically like almost
1-to-1.
It's almost the brown coats are the gray coats in the Civil War.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And so essentially, you're voting. You're in with Firefly. You're essentially rooting for the racist almost.
Yes.
Which is weird.
So I've noticed that someone made a mention of this.
Yeah.
God, years ago to me, that it is basically the American Civil War in space.
Yeah, but your hero in it is on the wrong side.
Yes and no.
It's kind of weird.
He's out for himself, but it is the lesser of two evils.
I'm just saying, after the Justice League stuff, it puts it in a whole new light.
Oh, it does.
It's weird.
Nah, I wouldn't know about. Well, I don't know a lot about Whedon. I'm not going to pretend like I know a lot about Whedon. I'm not going to pretend like I want to know a lot about Whedon. His stuff was entertaining back in the day, and
Avengers is still a fire movie.
It's the same thing. It is the same exact thing. I don't like H.P. Lovecraft. I like his writing.
Yeah.
H.P. Lovecraft is a racist piece of shit, but he can write well.
And one of the greatest things we have ever done.
Grammatically unwell, but well for the reader.
And one of the greatest things we've ever done when it comes to H.P. Lovecraft literature is that the two most successful, most interesting, biggest H.P. Lovecraft things in a long time are black run casts.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Lovecraft County, which I'm really curious what's going to happen now because one of the actors in that was the guy that played Omar on The Wire. Yeah. He recently passed away.
Did he?
Yeah. Overdose on cocaine that had fentanyl in it out in New York.
Oh, no.
Yeah. He passed away.
He was amazing. Come on, man.
Yeah, it was a few months ago. I didn't know about that.
We're losing a lot of people.
It's going to be interesting to see where that show goes now. The other one I was going to say was Color Out of Space. You watched that, right?
I have not watched that yet.
Okay.
But
the guy that comes out from...
I've read the book.
It's pretty on par. They added a few things, but it's pretty on par.
I figured.
The things they added are really interesting now.
Is it?
Yeah.
Does it give the farm owner the reasoning of why he goes back to check it the third time? To touch it. That's the best way I can do without spoiling.
They kind of fast track it disappearing. It disappears a little faster, yeah.
Okay.
Because you remember how in the book they cut the piece off, but by the time they get it back to the college, it's gone.
Yes.
Yeah. So in this, and then they come back and it's all gone.
Yes.
That happens a lot faster in the movie.
Okay.
But the guy that comes out from the college, the guy that comes out from Mr. Tonic, is a black guy. Okay. And he's the hero throughout the movie, basically.
Oh, good.
And the way they end it, this isn't a spoiler because the actor's like, let's fucking go. It's seeming like his character is going to show up in other Lovecraft things. He's going to be a guy that hits these different Lovecraft stories. And
oh my god.
Like a Lovecraft universe.
Shadows over Innsmouth would be amazing.
And I love the concept that they went, we're going to make the hero of cross H.P. Lovecraft stuff a black guy to dig at the racist author.
Yeah.
It's amazing shit.
Yeah.
So.
I would actually enjoy to see that. Is that on any streaming services to your knowledge? I'll do a dig.
Color Out of Space? I think it's on Shudder.
It's on Shudder? Okay. And that's free with ads, yeah?
No, Shudder you have to have a subscription.
Oh.
But I have a subscription.
Oh, okay. You know what? I'll talk about that when I hit not this next subject, but the next one. I'll explain that. But there was one more thing. I did watch the first episode of Lovecraft County.
I didn't watch it yet. I haven't.
First episode is interesting, but it seems to be going for the long haul. It seems to be doing the real slow burn that was like, ooh, nice.
So it is on Shudder, and which means it's also on the AMC streaming service. But and it's Nick Cage.
Yeah, it's Nick Cage. Does he do Nick Cage things?
One time because the director asked him to.
Fair enough.
The director went to him and went, you know this scene in this movie? That's kind of what I'm going for in this scene. He went, all right. And he did it. It's a scene where he's sitting in the car and he kind of loses his shit.
Fair enough. So. I'll allow it.
Also Cheech from Cheech and Chong's in it.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Is he doing the thing that he did from Dusk Till Dawn?
Sorry. Wrong one. Chong from Cheech and Chong is in it.
Okay.
I got him reversed.
Okay, fair enough. Okay.
Chong from Cheech and Chong is in it. And he's like a hermit that lives in the woods that the daughter buys weed from.
Fair enough. Okay, this movie seems like it would be a good one to watch, but yeah, Lovecraft County it seems to be a real slow burn.
I mean, it's one of those ones where it had a slightly bigger episode count, so they have more time to build up.
Yeah, it does very much paint the racism that is surrounding that area. So take it with a grain of salt, but at the same time, something tells me it's gonna hit back twice as hard.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Next up, Boop. So, was it last week?
Yeah, we mentioned it last week.
Yeah, last week we talked about Transformers, Lego collaboration, and they showed the images, and man, does it look good. $100 on pre-order.
I mean, it isn't too bad for a Lego set that does so much.
Yes, and it looks good. What kind of bums me out, not in a bad way, it doesn't come with the trailer. Oop, I didn't mean to bump it, sorry.
So my thought process on this is that they're doing this one because this was they didn't announce that they were doing Lego Transformers. They announced that they were doing a Lego Optimus Prime.
So this is probably a test run.
I think this is a test run.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming we will either get the trailer or we will get a second Optimus that comes with the trailer. And then we'll probably start getting Megatron, Starscream, Bumblebee. They'll probably do both versions of Bumblebee.
Yeah.
Both the Bug and the Camaro.
Oh, maybe.
You know, like it'll be interesting.
Yeah. I'm here for it. As I said, it looks real good. It's got all of his weaponry. It's got the his what do they call it? Allspark. Yeah. So I mean, I might lean out for it if we happen to get the $100. Build it on stream.
So when you were growing up, I mean, Transformers was big, right?
Oh yeah.
You like Transformers?
Yeah. Oh fuck.
So when they decided they were going to do the live action Transformers, it was pretty exciting. It looked like it was going to be some cool shit.
First one I saw in theaters.
Yeah. So at any point did you stop and go, why Bumblebee? Because he's just kind of this goofy little thing in the cartoon.
And, his voice box was fucked, and I was like,
interesting.
Yeah, I wasn't mad. If it was Optimus, I would probably have been weirded out.
If Optimus was the main focus of the show?
Was the one that turned into...
Or the movie, I mean?
Yeah. So I'm not... And then having Bumblebee be the beater-looking...
Camaro, and then
he's like, I need an upgrade. Looks at the fucking Charger rolling by and goes...
So that car wasn't out yet.
The Charger?
The Charger.
Whoa.
So they got the prototype for the movie.
Okay.
Like, the Charger had not been released yet.
It looked good, so
Yeah.
I ain't mad at that. But that fucking... Oh my god, I would only imagine.
All right, so real quick. Transformers 1. You liked it?
Yes.
Transformers 2?
No.
No?
No.
I loved the twins. Not the motorcycle twins. The two...
The dummies.
The dummies. You gotta be the ugliest guy I've ever seen. We're twins! That means you're ugly too! Those guys were freaking hilarious.
The other thing, the one negative to that is the wrecking ball. I forget who it was. Had fucking.
I'm underneath the enemy's scrotum scene. Yeah, that was weird.
Like it had no, did not need to be there.
The thing I didn't like is that character. He's like the agent in the first movie. He's washed up in the second movie. He's like a billionaire in the third movie because he's like writing about all the shit that happened. I'm like, can we make a decision on this character? I will say 3 did have some fun parts with Alan Tudyk.
I did not see 3, but Alan Tudyk.
Yeah, he plays his bodyguard. He's like kind of like this like big foreign kind of effeminate guy. And there's a part where like he's actually his chauffeur. He's not supposed to be his bodyguard. And there's like a part where like people pull guns and he whoops everyone's ass.
Alan Tudyk does a beatdown.
And then he goes, I don't like doing this. This isn't me anymore.
I need to see 3.
It's kinda
Is 3 good?
It's okay.
Like, all of it good?
That's the one without Megan Fox. That's the first one without Megan Fox, but still has Sam Witwicky.
That's the sword one, right? Or is that the follow-up?
Yeah, I think that's the sword one.
All I remember is seeing that fucking poster everywhere. And I was like, not again. I'm sorry.
And then...
Wait, is this still James Cameron?
None of them are James Cameron. It's Michael Bay.
Yeah, Bay.
Yeah, it's still Michael Bay. Which is why Megan Fox isn't in it, because this is the first movie after she shit-talked him.
Fair enough.
Funny thing is, he's not the one that fired her. From what I understand, it was Spielberg.
Oh.
Because he didn't agree with the thing she was saying, because she was saying that he's so controlling on set that he's like Hitler.
Oh.
And I'm just like, ooh, okay.
Yeah.
And then the fourth one was the first Mark Wahlberg one.
Mark.
And I watched that one and I was like, I don't know about this anymore. And I never went back for the rest. But people say Bumblebee was actually really good.
I heard that too. It's in the bargain bin though.
No, okay, so the third one's the Dark Side of the Moon one.
Okay.
Where they find, where it turns out there's a Decepticon that's crash landed and been zonked out on the moon and he gets reactivated.
Oh. Okay.
The third one wasn't terrible.
That actually sounds like
moments.
a good premise. That actually sounds like a good premise.
You don't like Michael Bay's other work, though. TMNT. He's just a producer on it.
Good night, everybody.
But it's funny. I'm wearing this shirt. I'm wearing this hat. Do you know they remade Friday the 13th? And the way they did it was actually very respectful. It was very much... It set up very much like the events of the original movie happened. But maybe not all the stuff where he's a zombie. He's still human.
Okay.
Do you know who was a producer and got pissed off when they saw the movie? Michael Bay.
Okay.
Michael Bay produced the remake of Friday the 13th. Watched the movie and got pissed.
Okay. Why?
All the sex and nudity.
So what made Jason mad?
The entire concept of this character is I died because counselors had sex. So my mother went and got revenge every time counselors did this stuff. Then she died, and now I'm getting revenge on counselors every time they do this stuff because my mother died. And he came in and went, too much sex.
Too much.
Dude, you're producing the remake of Friday the fucking 13th. What'd you think was going to happen?
I'm very tired.
Okay, so who do you want out of the Lego set?
If
they do a full
Transformers?
set. Yeah, if they do a full set.
Probably Slipstream. Slipstream, which is, well, the original for Slipstream was a Crown Vic.
Okay.
And it was this jet black with the white lettering, and they made sure that he can slip in and out of the shadows easily.
Mm-hmm.
I would want, oh, pardon me, I'm sorry, a lot of bubbly today. I want something just really nice for them. Whether it's the old Crown Vic or I want to say it's a Challenger that he's in the newer movies.
I want to see them go full blown with the animals.
Beast Wars?
Yeah, I want the dinosaurs.
I worry what will come up when I look at it. So
No, I get it. The internet is a dangerous place.
It is a terrible place.
We should know we're on it.
Yeah. Okay, so Slipstream in the newer set is the jet. So wait a minute.
So maybe you're not thinking Slipstream.
Maybe I'm not thinking Slipstream.
Transformers Crown Vic.
Huh?
You said it was a Crown Vic, right?
Yeah.
So just the Transformers Crown Vic. No?
Interceptor.
Hey, Sean.
Hey, Sean. Yeah, it was Interceptor. Okay.
The Interceptor.
So, yeah, this is the newer one, which was more newer age.
It's almost an SUV.
It's almost SUV-like. It has the body of it. This is the second one, which is Thunderbird-ish.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the Ford Mustang variant, which I would prefer a Ford
I didn't
Mustang.
mind that.
But where is the original? Bless you.
Thank you.
Yeah. I can't really find it on these, but hopefully, I mean, it looked like a Crown Vic. I don't know if it was a Crown Vic, but
I mean, it's a cop car either way.
It's a
so it
cop
makes
car.
sense why you thought Crown Vic.
yeah. But what about Barricade? Barricade? Well, it might have been Barricade. I don't know. There is a lot of fucking Transformers. There is, I think, 300 and something, and that's just on the original set. There's more for the War on Cybertron ones, and it gets crazy. But any.
Okay.
We're going from Transformers to another nerdy thing. Dungeons & Dragons. Morning Kanan presents Monsters of the Multiverse. Just released not too long ago, and holy cow, does it fix a lot of problems that I've been having with a lot of things. It goes into detail about some of the monstrosity races, such as Aarakocras, Deep Gnomes, Drugers, Furbolgs, Goblins, Kenku, Orc.
Furbolgs.
I love Furbolgs, but they needed a little bit of help. It even goes into detail with the Earth Ganassi and Eladrin. Like, there's a lot of things that need fixing, and this book kind of leans toward it.
I love that they're doing Multiverse of Monsters right when Multiverse of Madness comes out, and you've also got multiverses. Like, everyone heard Disney was doing Multiverse of Madness, went, all right, let's make some money.
Yeah, pretty much. And I mean, to be fair, this has been kind of in the shop for a while. Most of this stuff has been in UA for a while. So
Okay.
the name of it may have been afterwards, but all this stuff has been sitting around. Kind of bummed that not a lot of new items, but that I'm okay. I can't be hating on it. But this kind of leans toward something that Slacks was mentioning. Something that I am bumping the high school campaign on. Yeah, we're going to give it a shot. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Something called One More Multiverse. And right now it's in its closed beta, where all you have to do is complete the tutorial, and you basically gain access to the actual thing.
Okay.
It was originally you put $20 toward Humblewood, which was the small animal D&D 5e conversion. You put $20 toward that, you get access to the closed beta, and it does look interesting. So we'll take a peek. It runs like, I don't want to say it runs like garbage, but it has its lumps and bruises, and hopefully we can figure out to pull the kinks away, because you can have all these big outlying worlds.
I do like that people are finding new ways to let you play D&D online, and that this even says make, play, share, and stream your next tabletop adventure, which reminds me, I bought a new game and I forgot to tell you about it. Whoa! Rift Tracks came out with a game. Oh. And it's on console.
Wait.
It was $10.
Wait, okay.
So they have two versions.
What is this?
It's called Rift Tracks.
I get it, but what is it like a trivia game?
So it's got two versions.
Okay.
You either write your own riffs or pick from a set of riffs. And the riffs you get are random.
Okay.
They play the movie clip and then silence for the section where you're supposed to put the riff. And then you do the riff and you vote who has the best riff.
Okay, so it's
the way it works is you play it on console, but you go to the website on your phone and it works amazing. There's no latency.
So it's you don't know Jack, but
essentially, but Rift Tracks.
Gotcha. Furthermore,
they have it set up to work for streamers, that you can actually, while streaming it, have your chat vote for the best riff.
Okay.
They actually have it built with streamers in mind, and are like, streamers, do this.
Okay. All right.
And it's actually a lot of fun. Me and Lauren played it, so because there was only two of us, they had a bot that also did it.
And you would vote for the bot ones, because the bot ones would be
generally better, but we would type around and set it in a robotic voice, which, like, I tried doing and it went and I'm like, oh fucking damn. But it was actually pretty fun. We sat there playing on the couch, her on her phone, me on my phone, and then up there. You can't vote for yourself. You're not available to on your list of things to vote for.
Okay.
And it's actually a lot of fun.
Okay. Oh. I don't know. I don't want to stream it now.
I'm liking more companies getting into the concept of let's build our tool, or let's build this thing that we want to do, but let's build it as something that streamers can enjoy too.
Yeah. And then the next adventure is Journeys Through the Radiant Citadel, which I like this this cover. This cover looks pretty interesting.
Is that a little bat thief?
Yes.
Cool.
It does look a little monstrosity, but then you see it has a little bit of what do they call it? Neon floating around, and I'm thinking that this is like a bazaar, and I'm hoping that it'll add more for Acquisitions Incorporated that wants to be in a major bustling city with technology forward. Because technology in shit, don't do that. It's really difficult to get technology forward. It's all magic, and I had to come up with technology in my world, and it's not bad. It's just strange. But hopefully with Spelljammer we might get something interesting with technology.
I feel like one of my biggest problems with D&D is, like you said, the technology, and the fact that I'll try, but I feel like I always make such empty worlds.
I feel like I fill my worlds too much. I overwork on my NPCs. Okay. Too much. I will explain the meal you are eating more than I will the inn you're staying at.
Gotcha.
I will tell you how delectable that food is.
I generally just pull up the bar list and go, this is what you have to order from me.
Yeah, no. Well, with me, it's mostly like they'll have their house special, or it will be a week of what they're going to be serving per that week. Like, just going quickly on a small tangent. In the Black Dog Inn, it is a 1 week thing, and throughout the entire week is set except for Sunday. Sunday is the only thing that will be randomized. And with the randomized is very interesting recipes that I've run into over my course of time, but of course added with the unique Faerun flair.
Interesting.
Yeah. And it's either that or leftovers. Because, the troll who cooks this food is probably one of my most favorite characters. I love Thune. Thune is one of my favorite characters because, you don't hear about a troll cooking cuisine.
Mm-hmm.
And to the troll who can cook cuisine, he does it, and does it. Was that Baraton?
Yeah.
Little shithead. And everyone enjoys his cooking, so. Yes.
So
that's
what's
just
next?
one of the fucking 40 goddamn things. Speaking of Dungeons and Dragons and what it could possibly do, thank you, IGN, for this.
IGN had the best put together thing for this.
Yeah, because I was just going to pull up all the pictures and just go down the line, but this is much cooler. We have Magic the Gathering with Dungeons and Dragons, Battle for Baldur's Gate, booster packs, and I fucking love that art of who I'm assuming is Rila. I don't know if that's Rila, but even still, that's a red dragon, and I fucking love the look of it. And I don't know much about Dominaria, but I'm hoping somewhere down the line we start actually getting some Magic the Gathering crossover, because we already got Theros, we already got Ravnica, we already have, I want to say a third one, but I don't know. But I would love to see more of Magic the Gathering planes in Dungeons & Dragons, especially Dominaria, which has Jace, it has Lysandra, it has a lot of really good planeswalkers that would make good D&D characters. And some good spells and all of that. Double Masters, good to have some extra cards to hopefully fill in the gaps. A lot of repeats, I've noticed. The collector box has good alternative arts. The full arts do look interesting.
Now, these prices are if you're buying the whole display, not just one pack, right?
That is correct, yes.
Dear Lord. I was like, what the fuck?
Oh, yeah. So the 24 packs equals out to 384 cards. That's $255.52. Now, I think with the double master sets, or hell, even with the regular master sets, you can pull cards on their own that are worth like $50-$60.
Okay.
The only downside is the drop rates for them, astronomical, because those are going to be full art variants. Mm-hmm. Like, you can pull the regular one, that'll run you $2-$3. But you pull that full art,
okay.
And then you, of course, get the booster box sets, which is 60 cards, but I believe they have a more interesting rate. These ones are set to be released on July 8th, and I believe the Dominaria's September 9th.
Okay.
Way later. Another July 8th. Nope. An interesting collab that I didn't want. Warhammer. I'm not mad that they did this. They should have done this sooner.
So, Game Workshop.
Yeah.
Warhammer?
Yeah.
Right. The one that is over off of Blue Diamond. We've driven past it a few times.
Oh, with the big old fucking Space Marine on the front.
It is now just called Warhammer. They changed out the sign. It's no longer called Game Workshop. It just says Warhammer. Their actual light-up business sign just says Warhammer.
And Games Workshop could... Whatever. There's going to be another Warhammer game released a couple months from now on Game Pass. That's the best you're getting out of me with trying to promote that goddamn series. I wanted to like Warhammer. I really did. Now I don't know what I want with Warhammer. But you get the entire Commander Deck bundle for $456.95. I don't know who's a part of it. It looks like Gilliman might be a part of it. I don't. Can I get names? I don't know who the hell any of the Ruinous Powers. Necron, I do like Necrons. The Tyranid Swarm and Forces of the Imperium. Okay, whatever. I shan't. Abaddon the Despoiler, and then Mysteries, because they're not released yet. Cool, whatever. Okay. Boop. June 10th is when the Battle for Baldur's Gate next set is going to be coming out. I might actually think about getting this set, because $105 for that booster box? That's not bad.
That's about $110 more than I have.
Yeah, fair enough. But I mean, as far as for a booster box,
yeah,
that's not bad. And then you get the Battle of Baldur's Gate Commander decks too, which is already pushing out some newer characters. I've never seen these guys before, so yeah. Captain, nope, not saying that one out loud, just out of fear. But I like them. They look good. And those are only running $136 for 4 full decks with Commander. Okay. But thank you, IGN, for this. Boop, boop, and boop. I was going to end off today with a Kickstarter that, when I originally pushed it, it had just surpassed it with 24 days to go, and now it is almost 10 times its goal. What I'm talking about is Die, the role-playing game. Based on the Die comic, it's basically a more darker version of Jumanji, okay, but with a little bit of Eldritch.
Zathora, gotcha.
A little bit. I forgot all about this. Okay.
That one was just space.
Yeah, it's just space, but this is a little bit of Eldritch. You can see coming off the pretty good-looking cover. You see these eyes just fluttering in flame, and of course, hands covering over the die. I like all of this. This actually just looks good as far as conceptually. And I just figured I'd give them a little bit more love, even though they've got 22 days and they've already backed their project. I would say go ahead and back it, keep them going, because they still have their goals that they are pushing. Like, the further they go with their goals, the more you're going to get when this whole thing releases.
Dude's head's straight up just a D20.
Straight up a D20, but fucking God, the mechanics look like they're pretty easy. It has a beta version of it, which is, very rough. It is very simplistic. Go ahead and take a peek at it if you want to take a quick look at it, and maybe lean toward it. Matt Mercer, Macmillan, Ryan North, a lot of pretty big names have already given their thumbs up toward this, and their stretch goals down below has already pretty much tallied up. I would actually like to see Sandy Peterson give a little bit toward this, because I know he probably already has talked about it, but it's not on here yet. You get a lot of pretty interesting people giving their 2 cents. Gareth Ryder Hanrahan, who has done some interesting books already, will write up 5 more monsters, rounding out the bestiary to 30 briefings on the most important beasts in the genre. So, I mean, that's just what has already been passed. God, that's a good cover. Oh, that's a good alternative cover.
You're an alternative cover.
Oh, that's so good, though. And then the DM table. Mm-hmm. I like that, too. And then the dice set that goes along with it. All of it's just nice. And you'll learn, and you get to place. I'm sorry. The art is also another thing that really gets to me on that one. I didn't notice this either. Funded in 3 minutes? What? What I'm talking about is Blade Runner, the role-playing game.
Yeah, I never seem to jump onto Kickstarter when it's made 1.5 million almost.
Holy shit!
I never seem to come across a Kickstart that I'm like, oh, that's interesting, while it's still in the low numbers and whatnot. I always seem to find them when they've already made like $2 million and are out of sets to sell, and I'm like, oh, Okay.
I mean, well, then it usually, it'll be like a pre-order thing. You're pre-ordering that extra. But I would have. I mean,
I understand. I don't think I've ever come across like
one. I have backed one thing in my entire life.
Yeah.
And I got it, and I have it in my side drawer. I don't really use it, so. But RPGs seem to be the better way to go if I were to back something now.
Yeah.
It's just I don't have any money. But speaking of money, take a look down in the description of our Twitch channel. We now have a tip jar, or a tip mug.
Yeah. Oh, we don't have mugs today.
Yeah, no mugs today. Today we were dragging the knuckles, but came with a lot of story to tell. But I think that's it from me. Is that it from you?
Yeah, that's everything.
All right, let's go ahead and head into the outro. Remember to tell a friend, tell an enemy, tell a frenemy. Remember to check out our socials down in the descriptions. Be kind to one another. It's not hard to do. It's free. Even through EDC weekend that is now afflicting us.
Is that going on?
That is. People have just started coming in for that.
Oh no. I'm gonna hide until next
Next
weekend.
Monday. No, next Monday. Just Monday. Just wait till Monday. Everyone's gonna be gone by Monday.
I hope so. I used to have people come through the car wash after paying their cars for that. You know when they bought the wrong paint and it wouldn't come off?
Oh no!
Regularly.
Oh no!
Check that paint, guys, because not all of it's meant to come off those windows.
Oh man! Night, everybody.
Bye, everyone.